So waiting for half a second, forward at 100 for 1 second, backwards for 1. Now that's what we got up to last week, and that was great. So what we'll do this week is add something at the end. So we're doing a little wave. What else can we add? And remember, it's your decision to work with your group around that. Now, this Mexican wave too. Why don't we add some type of sound? So it's another green block, the sound block, and it's fantastic. You can add a sound to your robot at the end. You've got some choices here, but what I like to do is click up in this box here, because the robot needs to know which file the sound's going to come from. And if you click up there, you'll notice that there's Lego sound files, all sorts of different things that you can do in there. So, for example, cheering, or noises, all sorts of things. There's even one of my favorites, Kung Fu. So why don't we put Kung Fu in there as one of the sounds. So all that's going to happen is our robot will play that file. How loud we want it to play? Well, not that loud. I reckon about 60, 65. And you've got the choice here when it finishes, or just play once. And probably the best idea is just to play it once. Pretty annoying if you repeated it. Okay, so it's going to do the wave, it's going to do the Kung Fu, and then I think after that, in mine, and you can decide what you're going to do on yours, in mine I would like to do a little celebratory spin. So spinning around, you're going to have to do some trying out with this, but spinning around for, say, that many rotations. Okay, so let's have a look what's going to happen with this robot. It's going to wait for that long. It's going to move forward. It's going to move backwards. It's going to go hiya, and then it's going to do a spin. Okay, so what I need to really do now is, have I programmed all of that right? I'm going to plug in my EV3 robot, and I'm going to work out which of those I need to change. Okay, which of those is not quite right yet. Let's do that now.
Other than out of the photo.
Now you might have noticed this diagram in your workbooks, and it shows us the define the problem, design a solution, implement it, which means try it out, and then evaluate how it went. So you've probably seen this in your work booklets, and that's what we've been doing to solve problems in robotics and working as teams. And I just wanted to point out that's part of what we're doing with this Mexican wave too, and with the programming we just did. We've implemented what we did, and we're evaluating it. So we defined it. What's the problem? Well, the problem is we need to add some more complex moves into this robot Mexican wave. And we're in the process of designing how to do that. We're breaking into smaller steps because we need to work out what each block's going to do and how that's going to look with the rest of the club and rest of the robots in that wave. What are the important things to address? Well, at the moment, we're just looking at what we've implemented. So what we need to address is, we just tried it out, didn't we? We need to address that final block. So we're evaluating what worked well, most of it, and what would we do differently as we're looking at this. Well, what I think we need to probably do differently is, and what we need to change, is this block here. I was happy with the rest of it. I was happy with the sound, the Kung Fu sound, and I just wanted it to move round a little bit more. So what I might do, it's not the actual turning, it's how many rotations, I think. So I'm going to try that, and I would probably work with my team. Oh, I need that one. I'd probably work with my team to say, how many rotations do you think? Maybe let's try 2.5 instead and see if that gets it all the way around. So we identified the problem and we've worked out a solution. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Now that we've done that, we need to go and implement it, try it out, and then we can evaluate again and see if we need to continue to fix that problem. Or if we want some more sounds at the end there, maybe you want to put in some clapping or some other crazy sounds. But the important thing is talking to the people in your team about getting this Mexican wave right just the way we want it. Because remember, how long do you need to wait? And communicating to everybody in the team to add a sound or to do a spin so that the whole Mexican wave works really well.